Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Yemzi, popularly known as Omoyemi. And if you are new on my channel, if you wanted to know what this channel is all about, here is Yemzi life in the US. And what do we do on this channel? We talk about our life in the United States. We talk about our life here. We talk about our journey. We share our experience, what we have actually been through in this country, especially for those of us, who came from Africa. How life treated us in this country. And that is what we do on this channel. If you are new, welcome to my channel. Please make sure you click that subscription button. Make sure you like this video and make sure you share this video with your loved one, because guess what, guys, you're gonna have a lot to learn on this channel. Like I always tell people, you never know how your story can impact people's life. You never know how your story can touch life out there until you share this beautiful journey of yours and beautiful story of yours to people, so that people can learn from it. And if you are the type of person who love to be inspired by other people's journey, this is going to be the right channel for you. So you may want it to hang around and click on that subscription button. And as you can see, today, how beautiful I look and my smile and all that is because today we are shooting our first episode of Yemzi Live in the United States. And I have my special guest here today. The person who is so loving, the person who is caring, beautiful. I mean, when I say beautiful, she is a beautiful soul. And she's going to introduce herself to you guys, and you guys gonna have a lot to learn out of a journey today. Welcome on my YouTube, my channel, man.
Thank you so much.
I really wanted to appreciate you for taking time to be here, because we all know how people are really busy here in this country. People have to go to work. People they have a lot on their schedule. So if you find someone who can take out of that time to make time for you and to make space for them to come over here for an interview and all that, is something you have to appreciate, and it's something you have to actually be grateful for. So I really wanted to thank you that you are here and for your time, for being here. And can you please introduce yourself to the audience?
Thank you. First, I want to say thank you for inviting me. I appreciate that. It is an honor to be on your forum and to be the first guest.
Thank you.
That is so wonderful. Thank you so much. My name is Modukbe Bolanle Adegoke.
Okay.
I'm a wife to Taiwo Adegoke, a child of God, and a mother of 4. 2 boys, 2 girls.
Wow.
And I live in the United States of America.
That's good. That's good. I really wanted to thank you for that, because I just wanted to make a quick introduction about how I met her. Since I met her, she has been nothing but an amazing person to me personally, because I could remember when I called her about this show and I was like, oh, this is what I have in mind. This is what I'm planning to do. And she was even more happier than me. And I think for maybe a month passed and she didn't hear from me. And she was like, what is going on? She have to give me a call and tell me, Yemi, what is going on with your show? Do you need anything? If you need anything, just count on me. Just let me know. That is how beautiful she is. And that is how supportive and encouraging she can be. So I really wanted to use this time to thank you for that. Because, a lot of people you tell them about your dream, the way they're going to knock it out or knock it down because of one of the things. That is what they're going to be working towards, but yours is not like that. So I really wanted to appreciate you for that.
Thank God.
So, and the first thing I'm going to like to ask you is what year did you actually come to the United States?
I came to the United States 1985.
Oh, wow.
A long time. Long time.
That's a very long time ago.
Yeah, long time.
I was not even born there, guys.
Long time, 1985.
Wow,
yeah.
Wow. Yeah. And since you have been here, what do you imagine United States to be before coming here? Do you have an idea of what this country was about or was before coming here?
Well, a little background. My mom is Grenadian and I'm Nigerian.
Oh,
So
okay.
my mom's siblings live in America. And when living in Nigeria, I used to
Mm-hmm.
come on holidays. So I was used to coming, traveling. So I knew a little bit about as much as I could as a guest, you
Mm.
know, what America was about.
Oh, wow, that's
Now,
good.
to live in America, I didn't know much. I just knew that my aunts live here.
Yeah,
I'm
and that's
coming
it.
here, and that's it.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Oh, wow, that's good. And since you have been here, what has changed on how you view the country? What has really changed about
Well, 1985 things were better. Now things are things
that?
are doing what it's
Yeah.
doing,
Yeah.
and it's going to get better in Jesus' name.
Amen.
So
Amen.
I have to keep that. I have to keep the positive. But things are different because then there were jobs. Then it was easier
Mm.
as a foreigner to come.
Yeah.
It became harder.
Harder. Oh,
Of
wow.
course, 9/11 made it worse,
Yeah.
made it very difficult for foreigners to come in, to get visas to come.
Yeah.
So things have really changed. Security is tighter
Yeah.
than it
More.
used to be in every level. Look at the political aspect of things that's changed.
Yeah.
Social aspect of things that have changed.
Mm.
People are viewing things differently. So there's a lot of changes. If you look at the financial aspect of it, you look at the political aspect of it, you look at the educational aspect
Aspect
of
of
it,
it.
things have changed. It hasn't changed for the better.
Hmm.
I look at it and I see things are just, it's like we're going backwards instead of forward. God will help us.
Amen. Amen. That's really, really interesting. And when you came to the country, did you came with your family or you just came alone?
I came by myself. When I
Mm.
left Nigeria, I just completed my WAEC
Okay.
school cert.
Mhm.
So I came to go back to go to
Back to
school, go
school.
to college. So my mom sent me on the plane by myself.
Oh, wow. And at
I
what age was that?
was 18.
18. Oh,
18.
so you fully,
Yeah.
in American way, you fully grown.
Yes.
But when we wanted to say it in Nigerian way,
Mm-mm.
you're still a kid then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
know. So
Mm-hmm.
well, that's not bad. And when you came to the country, did you came with the expectation of you working, or you just have to, or you have in mind that, oh, you wanted to go back to school,
Working.
or yeah.
Mm-mm. I was a princess.
Oh, wow.
In Nigeria, where your parents do everything, you don't
For
work.
you don't
So
work.
we're like
Yeah.
princesses and princes. We don't really work. We just know we go to school, we come home, we
Yeah. Eat.
and you buy whatever you want.
Everything is done for
Your
us.
expectation is like, so I came in that,
Of being
mindset.
taken care
Yes.
of when you come here. So
Especially,
you were not
exactly.
expecting like,
No.
I have to work, or
No.
this is what is required of me when
No.
you come here. Because, when you come here, the mentality, especially when you bring the mentality of Nigeria here, sometimes it can be hard for you.
Yes.
Because the way we view in Africa is totally different from the way things are here.
Mm-hmm.
Me too,
Mm-hmm.
I've learned a lot here since I've been here in this country. And that is what this
Sure.
channel, this show is all about. We talk about our life and all that. So how was your job search after you finished school? You say you went to school, right? When you came here.
Yes.
So how was
Yes.
your job search? Was this something that is challenging or something that you find so easy for you?
Well, it wasn't. I mean, there's always a challenge when you're looking for a
For
job
job.
because you're putting out a lot of resumes out there
Yeah.
and you're expecting to be paid a certain amount and you're going for so many interviews.
Yes.
So that could be a challenge, which, yes, I went through that. But I was blessed to get good jobs
Oh, wow. That's
and
good.
jobs, especially where I could serve. Because, many times we're looking for a job and
Mm-hmm.
we're just looking to get paid, but you want a job where you're going to be happy, You're not going to be going to a job miserable.
Yeah.
And many times when we come from Nigeria or other countries, you're just looking for the money. It's all about
you're not
the
really
money.
looking for what you really qualify for.
Exactly.
You just want to work.
You just want to work and make money and send money home and live
so people really don't
life.
care about the job they got sometimes. They just care about the money aspect of
it.
And what can you say? How many places have you worked? Or how many jobs have you done since you've been here?
I mean, I've been, everybody will have their own stories.
Yeah.
But I will say I've been, blessed. I mean, I started out before school working as a nanny, a living nanny, so you start from the bottom. You don't just think you're going to come in and you're a CEO or a director of something.
I know.
Yeah, so you have to walk the ropes. So I started that way. And then I worked in a nursing home. And then after school, I got a good job where I was in that job for years.
Oh, wow.
So if I say how many jobs have I worked since I would say since 1991 maybe.
Yeah.
Let's just put 1991.
I would say maybe tons of jobs, right?
Yeah, different.
I know.
But they've all been. The good thing about it is that I've learned. At every job, I take something away.
Oh, wow.
So
that's good. That's good. And when you came here to the country, was this your first state that you've been in? Have you been just in Atlanta, or you've been in another place?
Oh,
in another place.
1985. You better believe it. When I came in to the country, I stayed in New York.
Oh, okay.
And then I went to Dallas, Texas. I went to school. And then I came back to New York. And then I moved to Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Atlanta became my retiree place.
And do you love it here?
Oh,
any other state have you been in?
I mean, I haven't been to many of the states, but what I know is when I moved to Atlanta, I said to my husband, babe, what the heck have we been doing in New York?
Oh, wow.
For so long.
Oh, wow.
So that says it all.
Yeah, I know. Because even me, when I went to visit one of my friends in New York, I was like, girl, they can't give me free house here to live in. Because if you wanted to see New York, you can see New York as like Lagos State. If you've been in Nigeria, New York is just like Lagos. It's so I was like, it's so rough here for me. The way they drive, everything is just too much for me. I was like, I can now stay in the state. And when I visited my friend, I was like, this is not for me, girl. I can't live it. And luckily for her, now she got a house, and now they moved to Texas.
Oh,
now she's living in Texas.
I mean,
and she's so
for
happy
the New Yorkers, I mean, New York is beautiful. I think that every time in your life, there is a season.
Yeah.
So the season where I was in New York worked out perfectly. And then this season, for me then, exactly. This season now is the season of rest.
Oh, wow. That's
because
good.
my children are all grown up. So I can't do the hustling and bustling anymore.
know. And the children stuff, I don't want to go there because, having kids here in this country, by yourself can be so much challenging.
Yes.
When you're by yourself, nobody, you don't have no family here, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It can be so challenging. But when they are all grown, now you sit down, relax, and hit the fruit of your labor.
Exactly.
But the stress that comes with it, I don't want to talk about that. So, and the other question I have for you is that, since you have been here in the country, what can you actually say is most challenging stuff for you that you can actually say, oh, this was challenging, and for somehow maybe you overcome it, and you can say, okay, this is God's doing. I don't know how it happened, but God make it happen for me. What can you say was that?
I would say two things, and you actually reminded me of one.
Okay.
Just a few minutes ago when you talked about children.
Yeah.
Babysitting was a big challenge.
A
big challenge.
I know.
because when I think about Nigeria, you have everyone there
to help you,
and you can trust. At least back then, you could
you can
trust
trust some
people.
people. Yeah.
It was so challenging. I stayed home for 10 years.
Oh wow.
Just to take care of my
take care of your
children, because it was so challenging. I had babysitters coming in and out that my husband had to say, that's it.
Wow.
No more.
Wow.
And I decided to stay home for him to be able to work.
And those time period that you talk about the babysitter, I'm sorry to cut it off on that, because those time that to say you babysit, you have to stay home with your kids. I don't know the type of family you came from, but as we all know, at that time, if you have someone that you are supporting back home, it's hard for them to understand your situation.
Oh, yes.
They don't want to understand. All the want is that, if you now tell them, this is what I'm going through here now, I cannot be financially supportive of you right now. Yeah. Some people, they get offended by that. They were like, she just don't want to help. She just don't want to do this here. But they don't know what you're actually going through at that moment. You understand what I'm saying? They don't know what you're actually going through, because having kids here and you don't have nobody to care for your kids, it can be so challenging. Yes. And I'm so thankful that you talk about that.
Yes, and even you bringing up, the financial aspect of not being able to help people. It is so true. You're so right on that. One thing that when you want to come to this country, you have to understand is there are bills. Yeah. There are bills. So by the time you make your bills and pay your bills and pay your rent or mortgage and your car payments and your food and your children and babysitter and school, by the time you're done, you really are living paycheck to paycheck. You don't even have any money extra for you to like say doing extra stuff. Yeah. But if people don't understand, people don't want to understand, because they always believe that once you are here, everything is fine with you. Yeah. She's working, she had the money, she had the thing, but there are things we go through it that we can't even sometimes talk about or share with people and all that. That's so true. You say you get two challenges. You talk about the children. What about what's the other? My second challenge was navigating through my husband's illness. Oh wow, sorry to hear about that. He had 2 major strokes, and his first stroke, I was not working. I was, mother, stay-home mom. Oh wow! So that was hard. Yeah, that was hard. So to navigate, having to help with the bills and all that stuff. I know. And so that was hard. That was hard. But glory be to God. He is very well. Wow. God took us through that. Oh wow. Thankful, I'm thankful for family in the medical fields and, friends, and for church, people who prayed for us and stood by us and all that. And, I'm just grateful to, to everything that I went through and he went through, because I think it makes you stronger. It makes you understand that if you can go through that you can overcome a lot of stuff. Yeah, because that can be hard, because because having a family, one thing people don't know, like when you make that covenant and you say, with how did they say it, with for better, for what, for taking, people don't know what comes along with it. There's something, your husband can be fine today, something can happen tomorrow. Your wife can be fine today, but how are you able to navigate that through together and overcome it is what we call love, and what we call, that's what is being appreciated. And I really wanted to appreciate you for that, for sticking through the those time with your husband and all that. So what are the advice you have for people going through some of those things? Like, what are your advice for them? How can they also navigate through that? All right, so let's talk about babysitting. When you're gonna have children, I know many times we just bring children into the world unplanned. I think we need to plan. Is this the right time to have the children? and then put in place, the things that you're going to need. Of course, God first, and then make sure that you have put away some things, some money for babysitting and all that. Or you and your husband are sitting together and saying, I will work and while you stay home. Because those times are very important also for your children. To have the motherly care and the spiritual growth is important during that time. Also, with my husband and going through that time of his illness, I think it's important that we make sure that our husbands are encouraged to seek, health care, to go for the physical, and make sure that all is well. And then also that we as women are just there for them, with prayer and supporting them, just to be present.
That's really lovely. I love that. I love that because going through that with your husband, whoever you're married to, everybody know how challenging it can be. If you don't truly love the man, a lot of people can book out and just leave, because it's not everybody that can go through that with you. If they don't really, because me and my husband was talking about something, watched one movie yesterday, and we're talking about, I was like, if you don't have anything as a man, and a woman stick by you through that, guess what? She really loves you. Because at the end of the show, 90 or 80% of women out there right now, they are there for you because of the money. If you don't have your financial stuff together, guess what? They're not ready to stay with you. So if you can find someone that can, stay with you, even though you don't have anything, you have to appreciate them. You have to take care of them, and you have to be grateful for each other. That's what marriage is all about and all that. So do you ever have any regret of coming to the United States? I know that question.
Yes, regret have I gone through trials? Yes. Have I learned from the trials? Yes. Any regrets? No. Will I go back to that trial? No.
Okay.
And when you talk about trials, there are many things where when you're younger, coming at a certain age that I came, I wasn't financially educated. So I learned from that. I learned how to navigate my finances.
Oh, wow.
And then you make some mistakes with people you hang with. So you learn who is yours and who is not. Who really is a supporter and who is a hater. So you learn to make sure you keep your circle small.
Wow.
When you start to keep your circle big, you run into danger. Keep your circle small. Don't trust so many people. Trust in God.
Wow.
So regrets, no. But I've learned a lot.
Wow,
I've learned a lot. And I keep learning.
Really interesting.
I'm still alive.
Yeah. So. We all do. We all learn every day. And that is the good part of life. We don't want to stick in one place. One thing about me is about, it's about learning. It's about new things. That's just me.
Yes.
And I wanted to ask, what advice do you have for people, who wanted to maybe relocate and come to United States? And what are your advice for them? People that wanted to come to this country, what are your advice for them?
All right. So the people that want to jackpot, that want to escape,
people that in Nigeria know what that means.
They want to escape. Before you escape anywhere, make sure you do your research. Where are you going? Why are you going? What are your expectations? Do you have skills? In case this doesn't work, is there something else you can fall back on? Do you know anyone? And if that person that you know kicks you out, what do you do? Do you have money coming in? Are you just coming with just your suitcase and expecting that everything else will just work itself out? No, there are many people that have come to this country without having knowledge of how it works, that are on the street, that are homeless. Believe that.
Yes.
because my my job, or my passion, I should say, is working with the homeless people. And you will see many people that are on the streets because all they did was just come and expect that there will be someone there, and they end up on the streets. So you don't want to do that. You know, research, look for things that you can, that can help you get here. School. There are many jobs that will hire you and bring you here legally and will actually pay. But look at, look into that. There's so many things that you can do that is not much of it in America, that they would pay anything to get you there. There was a time in those days where they were looking for nurses. My mom, being a nurse, came, and it was through her I got my green card.
Wow.
Because she came in as a nurse, they gave her the green card, and she now gave every one of us green card.
Wow.
So there are jobs like that. So research, don't just come. Because if you come and you expect that things are going to fall into place, you're going to be in, there are people who have come that have been blessed, but there are people who have come without research that haven't been. And I'll give you an example. There was a guy that came to the States, and when he came to America, he called his friend, and the phone number was switched off.
Oh, wow.
And he called several times, and the phone number was switched off.
Wow.
And he could not find his friend. So luckily, because he was a Christian, he called a Redeemed Church, and so the pastor picked up.
Oh, wow.
And he was blessed. Now, he not only is married, he has children, and is a nurse practitioner.
Oh, wow. That is interesting.
That is a lucky person.
Very lucky person.
I won't say lucky. Let me use the word blessed.
Blessed. Yes. It's so blessed because, some people like that, things like that happens to, and they can't get connected or to the person they actually came in here for. Guess what? Then when they started running around that airport, people will give somebody, the security person, a call that it seems that this person don't know where to go, and before you know, he found himself back in Africa. All the money or everything that he has paid to come here, everything is in vain. So have had, before coming to United States, do your research.
Yes.
Don't just think coming here, things is gonna, sometimes, that's why they say, man propose, God, I don't know how they put it, So before you come here, make sure you do your research. Make sure you know where you are going. Make sure you have some little money in you that you can make sure that, okay, this one can sustain me for a little bit of time. If anything emergency happen here where I'm going, I can be able to take care of myself for a little while before I finally, get into what I wanted to do. So please, and they're coming here as well, learning hard work and work can pay. Make sure you learn how to do something, maybe makeup, hairdressing, because that works great here. When I came here, I don't have anything, but guess what, guys? I worked as a braider for 2 years before I finally, got to where I am today. Being a citizen of this country is not easy. You understand what I'm saying? There's a work you have to do to get to that point. And we are all grateful. Like she said, we don't have no regrets coming to this country because this country is a beautiful country. If you have a dream, this country is where you can make your dream to come true with God's help. Amen. You have to go put God first in everything that you do. And that is why it will lead you and guide you through your journey. Yes. And as you guys have learned, I know I've learned 1 or 2 things on this show today, and I know you guys have learned 1 or 2 things as well. And I wanted to use this opportunity to thank our guest one more time
Thank you.
because she has done nothing but a wonderful and great interview. She has shared her experience with us. She has shared her trials with us, her challenges, and how as well we as an African coming here, the idea of coming here and what our expectation when we come here. She has also shared that with us. So I wanted to thank my viewers. I wanted to thank my subscribers. I wanted to thank all of you for liking my video, for sharing my video, and for commenting and all that. I wanted to use this opportunity to say thank you, and thank you once again, my
Thank
guests.
you.
I
Thank
really
you for
appreciate
having me.
your time and
I
all that.
appreciate
So
it.
till the next time, we bring you some another exciting story and exciting program. So you guys, I want you guys to stay tuned and stay blessed. Bye.